Damn, I didn't realize he was there. My bad, C-Dub. I can't hear you, bro. Can't hear you. Sure, ain't nothing on my end. What's going on, people? We're gonna work on getting C-Dubs everything going. Let me make sure it's not mine. Can y'all hear him? But what's going on, beautiful people? Bobby's in the building. What's going on, Bobby?
Yo, what up, man?
C-Dub was here. I couldn't hear him. He left. He gonna come back though.
For sure.
But what you think about this game, man? I'm not as disappointed in this game. The Bulls really fought hard in this game, bro. Like I'm not disappointed in this loss. What about you?
I wanted it because I felt like it was a lot of plays that were made to you, be like, damn, these guys can really win this game tonight. Like
Yeah.
the Derrick Jones Jr. dunk, man, that had me. I had both of my kids on each side of me, and I had to jump up. You know, they little, so they had to look at me like I was crazy.
Yeah.
But I jumped up out of that, and then we seen Kobe White dive on the floor for a ball, something I feel like that needs to be done more often. So I feel like we definitely should have won this game. So I'm satisfied with the effort, but man, it sucks to go on a 4-game losing streak now.
Definitely. C-Dub.
You guys can hear me now?
Yeah, there you go. We can hear you now.
Oh, what's up? How you doing, Haize, man?
I'm
My
good,
bad
bro. I'm
about
good. How
that
you
earlier.
feeling?
Man, I'm feeling great, man. Even though we lost, I still feel great, man.
Hey, listen, that run in the second half of the second quarter and third quarter, that was some. Listen, Io played his ass off in that third quarter, and Zach played his ass off too. Don't get me wrong, but I think a lot of the little things that people overlook, Io did a lot in that. He got us a lot of extra possessions. He got some highlight assists in there. He played hard. I really love seeing Io, but again, this was a game that we needed to see from Zach. Zach has not looked himself really since the All-Star break.
Right.
Zach played great this game. And
I
aggressive,
agree.
trying to do what he did. I like this. I like that we were actually going to Zach, the actual hot hand late in the game, and not just overdoing it with DeMar like Billy Donovan does a lot of times.
Yeah.
Listen, yeah, the team lost by 6. Don't get me wrong. A four game losing streak sucks ass. But overall, how this team played today, there's a lot that you can build off of. Whereas the last 3 losses were just like, hey man, what y'all doing?
Man, for real, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, man, I got to get shots out to my man, Ayo Dusumo, man. It feels like he been getting picked on the last couple games, but he actually, like you said, been doing some great things. Those some all-stars he playing up against, and he's holding his own.
Now, Drew did give him some work in the fourth quarter,
He
right?
did.
Like, let's be real. He gave him some work in the fourth quarter, but you got to keep in mind, Io's a rookie, and that's not to making excuses. That's just to really identify it. And Drew is a veteran. If you look at a rookie and a veteran, who you going to trust down the stretch? You're going to always trust a veteran.
He's always
Exactly.
a vet.
So you know, it is what it is there. But I really like what we saw from this team. Bobby, I'm coming to you first on this question. The Tristan Thompson, Nikola Vucevic experiment of playing them together, how do you feel it went in this game?
First of all, on our show, Chicago Bulls show with Cognac Boyz, I called for this our last show after the loss to the Atlanta Hawks. I said that Tristan Thompson inserted in the lineup will be good for Vooch because Vooch, it seems like he doesn't really like to play in the paint, in my personal opinion. And Tristan Thompson, he's that rough rider, he's that dog. He doesn't care contact. He doesn't care about contact, and he clearly just stated last night that he down to wrestle this game. So you let him be, you know what I'm saying, the guy in the middle. So, and then you let Vooch just do what he do. You know what I'm saying? Go in the paint a little bit, but mostly hang out on a 3-point line or, you know, get that little 17-foot jumper or whatever. But I liked it. I don't really care about what the analytics say because, you know, all during the broadcast, with Tristan Thompson on the floor, they're a negative 23. I don't really care about that because you see that when Tristan Thompson's on the floor, he's a great communicator. and he holds his guys accountable, even though he's, still kind of fresh on the team. So I still feel like the experiment was pretty good, and there's definitely still some ways that they can improve. Because be real, when you say Javonte Green guarding Giannis, you're like, there's no way this guy can stop Giannis. He's way too small. Yeah, we love Javonte Green, but come on, bro. He's hella small. So I definitely love the experiment.
Okay, all right. But C-Dub, what did you think about it?
Honestly, me personally, I didn't like how it looked out there. I'm just gonna be honest, dude. Tristan Thompson, he's good for a couple offensive rebounds. He's good for talking a big mean game. But just like Lil Durk say, when you jump off the porch, you are a hooper. You ain't really tough. So look. Vooch we're just gonna have to deal with Vooch. And somehow he's gonna have to play some defense down the stretch. I think he played pretty well today. Let's not get it wrong. I think he played pretty well today. It's kind of an oxymoron with Vooch in defense, especially this last month or since the All-Star break. But I just can't deal with that two-headed monster. We can't do that.
I'm gonna actually side with C-Dot. Like I on paper, right? This is what I'll say. On paper, their skill sets are two skill sets that you would think would be able to play very well on the court together. However, in practice, it did not look good in real life. Like it just didn't. It's something about it that Tristan Thompson is like, as a center, he's not as slow. When you talk about him playing anything power forward, like he literally is out there moving around like, oh, which way do I go? Which way do I go? I really do like, I don't want to shit on either one player, right? I really do like Tristan Thompson, like what he brings to this team and everything. But it's him and Vooch just doesn't do it for me. We need Patrick Williams back. We need something, because that's not the answer for me that I think that they thought it was going to be. Like I said, on paper, just looking at their skill sets, yeah, you can convince yourself to say, let me start these two players together. But at least so far in what I've seen, it looked better than I thought against Atlanta in shorter amount of time together, and then it looked way worse than I thought it was going to coming into this game. So right now, it's just,
that's fair. I mean, me personally, I feel like that's when Billy Donovan should have made the adjustment of keeping Derrick Jones Jr. in the game. Because he might not have the girth or the shoulder, broad width, the broad shoulders that Giannis have, but he definitely provided a lot of energy on the defensive end and definitely on the offensive side as well.
And not only that, Derrick Jones Jr., when he was guarding Giannis, while he's not nearly as strong as Giannis, and seeing Derrick Jones Jr. next to Giannis is so funny, because Giannis isn't the bulkiest person, but damn is Derrick Jones Jr. skinny. But what I will say, though, is that he used his length very well against Giannis, especially in that third quarter, to where he was frustrating him. Nobody can stop Giannis, right? We have nobody on this team who can stop Giannis, but I really did like the time that I saw Derrick Jones Jr. up against him, and it was good to see Derrick Jones Jr. get a dunk too, because since he's come back from the hand injury, he's basically not really giving us much offense. And so it was nice to see there, but it's just. Man.
I want to add one more thing. I definitely will take Tristan Thompson over the B word, aka Tony Bradley. I'll just leave it like that.
You gotta go. Like I'm at the Tony Bradley's quickly approaching the irrational hate I had for Alfonso McKinney. Like, it's just, now that we have a competent backup center, it frustrates me even more how much we've had to see of Bradley over the course.
Don't worry, Haize. He's getting ready to get cut when the guys come. He's getting cut.
I've already said he's not going to be on the team at the start of the season. All right. So we talked about a little bit about Zach LaVine. I want to get into DeMar DeRozan in this game. Started off the game 1 for 8. I think he started off. He really
definitely 1 for 8.
Really did come around. But the one thing that I noticed about DeMar, especially, and this is the thing, the Bulls didn't replicate what they did in the third quarter and the fourth quarter. But in that third quarter, DeMar doing what I've been asking for him to do, right? He gave up shots to hit Javonte Green in the corner. He gave up shots to hit Kobe a couple of times, and shots that he probably would have got the foul call on, if not made it, because we know DeMar makes wild shots. And it really did change the way that at that point the Bucks had to guard the Bulls because they couldn't zero in on Zach. They couldn't zero in on DeMar because Javonte Green, Derrick Jones Jr. were killing them during the stretch.
Oh yeah.
What do you guys think about that? I know people in the chat are going to say iso ball. It's not necessarily iso ball, but in this game, people actually moving without the ball and DeMar giving him that ball. What did you think about it, C-Dub?
I think it was an excellent thing for DeRozan to do this game. I wish he would have carried it on more into the fourth quarter. He got more into the iso ball. I think he shot the ball like maybe 6 or 7 times, straight times down the floor in that fourth quarter. And I was kind of getting pissed off. Like, DeMar, you've been playing well, but your teammates are playing so well. They're eager to play now since you involve in them. They ready to play. You should have kept up that motion. But, he's a shooter. Shooter's going to shoot. But he has to find that mix, and he has to find that void during the rest of this season. Like, man, when do I shoot? When do I get my teammates involved? Because if he gets his teammates involved, it'll give us a better chance to win, man. We had a chance to win this game, man. I wish he would have started the fourth quarter like he ended that third quarter, dude. Yeah. We definitely would have had a better chance.
Yeah, so me personally, I appreciate everything that DeMar does, but I feel like at times when a game get tight, he stagnates the offense a bit. So I definitely would have liked to see him, continue to do what he was doing, like you guys said, because he definitely had some passes to get Javonte Green to hit a 3. And then if he started to go on like his ISO game, I guess if you want to call it that, around like the 5.5 mark. And I was saying to myself, like, it's too early. And that's when the Bulls started to let the Milwaukee Bucks gain the lead. So DeMar definitely has to find his way a little bit more and definitely just keep his teammates involved, because you already know the Bulls are being hunted now. Everybody know that the Bulls are good, and they know that DeMar is getting all his recognition. So, and they know that DeMar wants to hit that shot at the top of the circle. So, like, he got to go ahead and continue to move that ball, man.
Yeah, and with teams that play really good defense, right? And this isn't to shit on DeMar or anything like that, but DeMar has 3 specific spots he tries to get to on every play, and usually he's going to knock down a shot even if you do throw good defense on him. But when it comes to crunch time and you're not trusting your teammates, it's easier to stop. Because once they collapse 2 or 3 people on him on those different spots, he likes to get on either elbow, right? And then at the top of the key. That's anything in between there, DeMar is usually money. But teams are starting to adjust now. The way that they defend is that they are rotating out on him literally right before he gets to one of those spots. And then he's forcing up the shot still. And he's not getting calls like he was at the beginning of the season either. And so the combination of those 2 things have left the offense getting stagnated. Now, the 3 of us recognize this, right? And I'm sure out of the 100 and something people we got viewing this, about 80 of those realize this too. My question is, why the hell hasn't Billy Donovan realized that NBA defenses now know what he's trying to do?
Oh, my God, Billy Donovan, dude. These last 3 games has really exposed Billy Donovan. I'm not going to go too far. He's did a good job. We are 39-25, which is terrific. But now these great teams, you've seen our record, we have 0 wins against the top competitive teams, the competing teams for the championship. That means great coaches, Eric Spoelstra, etc., the others. They're crushing him in the coaching game. They destroy him. When are we going to figure out how to guard the top of the key pick and roll? When?
When Patrick Williams comes back, because Patrick Williams pick and roll defense is really good. And Lonzo Ball. Listen, and the thing is that Bulls were I think leading the league at one point in pick and roll defense. That completely went away, and that's because I believe now fully that Lonzo Ball was literally like, Vooch, move your ass. I'm going over. You go under. Move your fucking ass, Vooch. Because now that he doesn't have. And listen, Io, as great as he is, Io's not going to be vocal to Vooch. We need. So it's things like that. But like Billy Donovan at this point is really frustrating me because, like I said, 90% of the people between who are on this panel right now and the people watching have identified what the other teams are identifying. And Billy Donovan seems like he's just seeing it like, oh yeah, They know where DeMar's going, but DeMar still go there anyway and shoot the ball. Billy, coach. Like this is you're literally getting paid $3 million a year to coach. Why are we picking up on shit that you're not picking up on? Go ahead, Bob.
It's literally 1 or 2 steps forward. Like, come on, bro. Like, just literally step 1 or 2 steps forward and at least help. It seems like he always playing for the drive, and I'm like, bro, damn near every guard in this league can shoot for the 3. Damn near everyone. Like, if you want to, you probably can count a good 3. You know what I'm saying? And probably one of them on the Houston Rockets, and he ain't even playing this season. And the other one on the LA Lakers talking about something. He ain't had no expectations. But that's an argument for another day. But Billy Donovan, DeMar DeRozan, I feel like exactly what y'all said. Those shots at the top of the elbow, those are his spots. But I feel like if you watch like the first 2 quarters of the game, he was getting down towards the baseline and hitting those shots right there. And I feel like he should mix it up a little bit. And definitely just be patient. And then Vooch, come on, bro. The man frustrates the hell out of us. I know he frustrates the hell out of you, Haize, because every time we tune in, you talking about him. Because literally, it's 1 or 2 steps forward. Like, man, it's crazy. It definitely make you want to have a drink, meditate, close your eyes, do something. Because you're like, bro, if I was out there, I'm short as hell, but at least I know to step up 2 steps. Come on, bro.
Let me pose a question, though.
Okay.
What do y'all think about college coaches that have a lot of success in the college field, then come to the NBA and just think they can just do their college thing in the NBA and think that'll fly by?
I will say this, at least off the top of my head, I'd have to sit back and really look at it, but Billy Donovan's probably one of the most successful coaches that had big success in college and he made it to the finals in the NBA. A lot of college coaches don't do that.
Right.
Like what did Rick Pitino do in the NBA? He never made the finals, right?
No.
Like so it's very rare that a college coach even has the level of success that Billy Donovan does. But I will say this, that's why college coaches are players coaches, because players love them, right? They may even be good at recruiting and bringing in free agents that people want to come and play for you. But at the end of the day, it remains to be seen. But what I'm saying is that I'm on record. I've been saying that I'm not going to go on record to officially say this, but I'm saying this right now. Unless something miraculous happens, next season is Billy Donovan's last season as the Chicago Bulls head coach. Mark my words.
Man, I can see it because, honestly, Billy Donovan, he's slow with adjustments. And you know what I'm saying? Like, he's slow to it. Like, in the Miami Heat game, first, right out the gate, we're going to blitz Vooch. We're going to make him do a bad pass. And then on the offensive side, we're going to run high pick and roll. The Billy Donovan sat back and let it happen until the game got way out of hand. The momentum was totally on Miami's side before he even tried to insert anything. Then the Bulls going to run. Then they come back out all lackadaisical in the third quarter. And then, boom, you let Miami Heat take off again. Now we getting blown out or getting our ass whooped. And now you want to say, all right, time out. Let me make an adjustment. He's too slow. But he's still, you got to look at his record. He's still pretty successful more than other college coaches, because we definitely had some trash. I can't even remember the man's name a couple years back who we had on our team, coach from Iowa State. What was his name?
Hoiberg?
No, you
yes. Hoiberg. See?
What?
That's
No. Tim Floyd.
Some of Hoiberg's issues too were that the front office told them they were going to get younger and more athletic and signed Rondo and Dwayne Wade. Like, I'm just saying. Like, I'm just saying. But I see where you're going at with that. But yeah, I really, and the reason why I say that I don't think Billy's going to be the coach unless something changes is because, listen, Billy came into this team, right? He didn't have the roster that he had now. And you really wanted to cleanse the palate of Boylan being here, which he really stunted a lot of growth of players. And Billy Donovan was able to help this front office evaluate what players they wanted to keep, what players they wanted to let go. We saw a bunch of trades they made last season that set up what we did this offseason. And now this team is looking to compete. And because of that, you know, if he continues to get outcoached in this way, especially when you look at playoff basketball, I think AK and Eversley look and say, hey, Billy, we're glad at what you did. You helped us change the culture here, but you got to go, bro. And we wish you luck on your next venture, but we got to go and we got to bring somebody else.
For real, definitely might have to happen.
Okay, we got to wait see that out. Okay,
yeah,
definitely might have that.
And I would not be surprised at all if AK and Eversley are right now looking. And this is not to say that they don't have trust in Billy Donovan, but you gotta look ahead. And if they're not saying, hey, there's a couple of assistants out here that maybe we need to watch over the next year.
Yeah, sure.
For sure.
Just stay away from that guy in the New York Knicks, okay? We don't.
Oh no! Oh God! Listen.
Only person on the Knicks you should be trying to bring back is Derrick Rose, just so you can play for the career. That's it.
Jeez, man. Wow. Wow. All right. There was one more thing in the game that I wanted to bring up before we start getting into the comments. The Bulls now officially fall. I think to number 4. They may even fall to number 5 when it's all said and done. I think there's a couple of other games being played right now. Mm-hmm. So for all the Bulls fans, I know a lot of Bulls fans in the chat that anytime you bring up a critique, they're like, "How we are not been at the top of the East?" Listen, that shit ain't the issue anymore. We are not at the top of the East. We don't look really to be back at the top of the East anytime soon unless some things really, really change. Now it's possible, right? But this month is going to be hard for the Bulls. And so with that said, this is the question I want to present to you guys, man. Where do you think the Bulls playoff seeding is going to sit when it's all said and done?
I'll go first.
Okay.
I like the top 3. I like top 3.
Okay, that's where I sit.
Our guys are coming back. They are coming back, guys. We're gonna be a hell of a lot better, dude. I know this is bad. This is sad to watch, but once we get our pieces, it really makes a difference. We'll see. We haven't seen it in a long time. That's what's wrong with us. We haven't seen it in a long time, but it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. That's all I got to say. We're gonna be better. Top 3.
All right, cool. Bobby?
I got top 4 at least. If you're looking at the matchups, I like the top 4 matchups. Number 4, if we were starting today, we'll play Boston. I think that's a favorable matchup. If we move up to the 3rd slot, we'll play Cleveland. Cleveland, they pose a problem with their bigs, but I still think that's a winnable matchup. I definitely don't, because you never know what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? We can't make really too many assumptions with the COVID vaccine stuff going on in New York. Mm-hmm. But true. I don't want to start off our playoff run facing like Brooklyn. No, I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I want us to play a favorable a team, you know what I'm saying, to where we can go out, you know what I'm saying, get a rhythm, and then move into facing tougher competition in the other rounds. I don't want to be a first round exit. So I'm going to stick with the top 4.
Okay. All right. I think we can still finish definitely 3. Like it depends. Like I do think we got Philly coming up next Monday. That's not getting any easy. Then we got Detroit, Cleveland, Sacramento, Utah, Phoenix, Toronto, Milwaukee again, New Orleans. And so where I sit right now is that depending on when Caruso and Lonzo come back and how quick they can get back in rhythm, I can definitely see the Bulls going on a tear to end the season, winning like the last 8 games, right? And with how close everything is in the East, the Bulls can easily, if they start winning some again, right? We don't want to see them go on a big losing streak. They can definitely get all the way back into that top 3. But it is what it is, man. At this point, it's health more than anything.
Definitely.
What happens with Patrick Williams now on this team? And whenever he does come back, what does he look like? There's a lot of questions that remain to be answered. But I think the ones that we need answered immediately is to see Billy Donovan make better adjustments.
For
right?
real.
That is what we need.
Number 1, baby. Number 1.
Yeah, because that's the one that is controllable, right? Billy Donovan can control what type of now. Every adjustment that he makes isn't going to work at times, but it'll be good to vary what you're looking at, both on offense and defense. Right now, the Bulls' offense is literally probably the most predictable offense in the NBA.
Of course.
And and it's still a dangerous offense, right? And we still haven't seen Vooch really, really get going. So the Bulls rested a lot. Get by sounds negative, but the Bulls' offense was so unique in the sense that teams didn't have a lot of tape on it. Teams didn't know how to attack it. DeMar in the mid-range seemed unstoppable at one point, like he wasn't going to miss anything.
For real.
Zach was playing with a high efficiency before he started getting back-to-back injuries and just getting banged up with the knee and the back and things like that. So now that everything's kind of come back down to earth, teams have had time to adjust. Now we need to see our coach add some wrinkle back into our offense that makes us unique again, and we need to see a better attack on defense. Those two things can happen immediately. Now, once you add defenders like Alex Caruso and Lonzo back in their versatility and Patrick Williams, you could have something dangerous on your hands. But if you keep a stagnant offense and defense out there, it's going to be hard for you no matter what you do.
Absolutely.
Definitely. Absolutely.
Hey, just know when they come back, our bench is going to be spectacular. Ayo's going to move
all
to
the
bench.
Experience.
Javonte Green moving to the bench. And then you got my man Caruso coming back. Our bench is going to be spectacular, dude. I'm telling you. Defensively, oh my God.
Hey, quick kudos to the Chicago Bulls for finally winning the third quarter.
Oh, for sure.
Oh, wait, I forgot about
for finally winning the third quarter.
Oh, yeah.
Good job. About damn time.
I'm really, really happy that the way that they played in the third quarter. It was great to see because I was coming into that third quarter and I think it even started off a little bit like, oh shit, it's gonna go the way that it usually went. Yep. And then they really got their right back on track, and that third quarter was amazing. That was amazing basketball to see in the third quarter from the Chicago Bulls in this game. Let's go ahead and go to some of these comments. We've gotten a lot. I know right now, everybody, if you say that I missed your comment, no shit. You guys are going to fuck off in the comments. There's no way in hell I'm going to catch up with everything. I'm just letting you guys know that right now. So let's go ahead. I'm going to get to the ones that I can pick up. This one said from Run With Us. Hot take. I would see how Zach does in the playoffs, and if he doesn't do good, we trade him for picks and build around picks. I'm going to start reading that.
My guy.
Can we stop?
My guy.
Come on, please.
Come on. Y'all got to stop being knee-jerk. This whole team was built around Zach LaVine's skill set. Now, that's not to say that you can – but keep in mind, if Zach doesn't come back here, you can't trade him for picks. The motherfucker's a free agent. Like he's an unrestricted free agent. So you can try to force a sign and trade, but including picks in that is very rare and difficult. If anything, it's only going to be a pick or so. Listen, Zach LaVine's coming back here. That's not an option. We need to get
paid too, my guy.
And then the comments sound like we backtracking. P. Will, Ayo, and Kobe. P. Will, we don't even know what his full potential is. You know what I'm saying? We got high hopes, but we really don't know. Ayo, we seen some glimpse of what he can be. You know what I'm saying? No, we backtracking if we do that.
Yeah. You guys are frustrated now that we're back at the 4th, 5th seed. That team right there is like you got to get rid of DeMar too, because at that point you just got to try to get everything. And then we traded so many first round picks. No, that's another reason why that's not happening, because this team needs to compete now. We have our own first round pick this year, but keep in mind, we don't have a lot of first round picks coming in anytime soon. Come on.
No, sir. Yeah. Just have some patience, my guy. Have some patience.
Well, I love Bulls Nation. I've been a part of this literally my whole life, and on the internet talking about them in message boards and Reddits for a decade plus. I love them, but Lord knows our fan base is the most knee-jerk reaction fan base. Like literally, if the Bulls win 3 games in a row, they'll literally be saying, "Oh, we can win a title. We can guard Giannis. We can do all this." And then you lose 2 games, they're like, "Oh, it's over with. We're gonna be we're gonna be a play-in." Like the drastic swings back and forth. We are the most bipolar.
We emotional, baby.
Yeah, man.
We extra.
Man, I love it, but Jesus Christ, like Lord have mercy. Let's go to Marco Galaxy here. He says change is needed. Untimely coaching adjustments is killing us. Debo needs to change it up. That's kind of what we already talked about. Yes, we do need a lot of change here. Some of that change is going to come with players getting healthy. What do you guys think about this comment?
I mean, that's what we've been saying the whole show. Billy Donovan, he got something to prove in the playoffs. It's either going to make him and it's going to expose him. I mean, he can't run. There's nowhere for him to hide. It's coming.
Hey, he going to be coaching against some of the best coaches in the playoffs, so get ready. Buckle up.
Woo! The playoffs are gonna be so interesting, and maybe by some chance Billy Donovan's just holding it all, and we see Billy Donovan, and he's literally making adjustments quarter to quarter. If that happens, I'm gonna be on here losing my goddamn mind, because you can stress me out for the last 3 months with this bullshit of no adjustments. How dare you wait till the playoffs?
For real.
What's wrong with
this,
man?
Though, man?
Oh man, all right. I'm trying to catch up with everything. The Lurkin says we need to address the fact that even with Pat back, we still don't have the traditional power forward that can grab rebounds and play deep. First of all right. I'm gonna let you guys cook on this because I know you guys are probably gonna go where I'm going. Traditional power. There is no more traditional power forwards. The game now is built off skill set and length. A lot of times, Patrick Williams can absolutely play. Do you not know that there's a guy in I think Golden State who's 6'7", who's been playing power forward for like a decade? I'm just saying,
point guard at the same time.
So we get, like, people get so caught up in these traditional roles, and it's not that anymore. Patrick Williams, we haven't even seen what he can play at the 4 because keep in mind, last year he was on the wing. Guarding on the wing, guarding a big is completely different. He's still only 20 years old. Let's see how he develops and playing into a whole new position on a whole completely different team. On top of that, before we say what he can and can't do, we don't know that yet. But come on, man.
Let's be realistic, man. We don't know, but like Haize said, there is no more traditional power forward. There's not a lot of traditional centers in the league. Look at Giannis. That's enough.
He ain't Giannis, but we gonna see. I got a good positive feel about Pat Williams. I think he's gonna be great. I think he's gonna be really good. I really do.
I've come to, like, when people hit the Kawhi Leonard comparisons with Patrick Williams, I've gotten more realistic, and I think it's still going to be good. If Patrick Williams turns into Luol Deng 2.0, that is more than enough for this current team. More than enough.
Definitely.
So we'll see what that happens. You know, there's a lot of development left for him to do. The dude's 20 years old. Period.
Yo.
Yeah.
Damn, I just found out Kobe White. Is Kobe White 20?
No, Kobe White's 22, but he's younger than Ayo. He turned 22 after Ayo.
For real. Ayo 24. Come on now.
These guys.
So, listen, that's what I'm saying. People are too quick to paint players in a box and say, hey, this is who they are. They can't come. Like, no, come on. Y'all have y'all not watched the NBA so long that players completely change into different players around the 24, 25 year? And that's if they've been in the league 3 or 4 years at that time. We got more than enough time left to see what happens with them. So we'll see. All right, let's see. Turn the Page says AK needs to humble himself to admitting a mistake with Billy. Now, see, this is why I say this is the knee-jerk stuff. Again, Billy Donovan is not a bad. I can name 10 coaches in the NBA worse than Billy Donovan. Now, you can say that maybe Billy Donovan isn't the coach to get you to competing for a championship, but we got to stop acting like Billy Donovan is fucking Jim Boylan out there. He's not. He's a way better coach.
For real.
Come on, y'all.
Was terrible. Come on, man.
He got the team. They 39-25, guys. Come on. What was our record last year, guys? Horrible. And he didn't even have the players, and I think they still played pretty well at the end of the season last year.
For sure. They wouldn't have made the playoffs had Zach LaVine not missed it was like 10 games down the stretch with COVID.
Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm. He's not a huff coach. He's not a bad coach, guys. He might not be the coach to get us over the hump, but he's a pretty good coach. Definitely.
For sure. Brendan L. Jet, one of the biggest supporters here, says short term, all these L's hurt. Long terms, player like Ayo, DJ, Javante, Caruso, Zach, and Kobe all improved since last season. Go Bulls. That's a great realistic Bulls fan take. I 100% agree with that.
I respect that.
What you got.
Hey, because Kobe White, man, the resilience that man showed this season after hearing all that trade talk, he's definitely due for a 15-point game every night. So shout outs to him.
Well, that, and even when he doesn't shoot one, it used to be like last season, if Kobe wasn't shooting the ball well, give it up. He's not giving you shit else. While he's not by any means a lockdown defender at this point, he is now a competent defender. And his weak side defense is really, really good more times than not too. So yeah, and he's I want to see, and one thing that it seems like he's gotten away from since the All-Star break is putting the ball on the floor when his shot isn't falling and hitting that floater. That floater started becoming dangerous for him. We haven't really seen that since the All-Star break.
Quick question. I noticed that Ayo, when he drives to the basket, sometimes when he goes too deep into the paint, he still tries to force the ball to Vooch. I feel like that he need to go ahead and try to develop that floater. Might not happen this year, but he definitely needs to work on that floater a little bit. What y'all think?
I just think he need confidence in that floater. Early in the season, he was knocking that floater down. It's just he's lost confidence, and he's not the only one who tried to force it to Vooch. Ayo does that a lot too. He does it a whole lot, and I wish he stopped. I wish Ayo was more aggressive. That's the one thing I wish with the Bulls.
But the thing with Ayo that I think is coming. Don't get me wrong, like, because watching Ayo in college, he was aggressive as shit,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
So second year IO, oh man, that's gonna be a monster, boy.
Oh,
That's
give
gonna
me
be
an
ready.
over under a point per game for IO second year.
yeah. Woo. All right, let's get into this next one. Diane Jeffrey says we still have Marco. What do you guys think? Marco, who's really been playing great in the G League, what do you think is going to be Marco's long-term development?
Go ahead, nephew.
Man, I called for him. Before the All-Star break. The Bulls brought him up and didn't even give him tick. I'm like, man, because at one point, remember, it was the last game we played against the Bucks before the All-Star break. Tyler Cook played solid. Then after that, dud. I'm like, man, look, Bulls ain't got nothing to lose. Bring up Simonovic. They bring him up. They ain't give him no tick. Look, he been playing well in the G League. He had some crazy games where he getting like 20 points, couple rebounds. You know what I'm saying? What do you have to lose? You have nothing to lose. And he has talent, clearly. So just see what you got. You never know.
See, my thing with that is that he clearly physically isn't ready to defend in the NBA, and I think that they're worried about stunting his growth that way and his confidence. I think Marco, with an offseason to really weight train and work with the NBA all offseason, I think he may have. He's really gonna, if he's not on the roster by next season, then something definitely gone wrong. Definitely gone wrong. C-Dub, what do you think about Marco and his chance of him?
Just like you said, I think it's got to be something. I don't know for sure that he hasn't been playing with the main team, the Chicago Bulls. Mm-hmm. Well, obviously Tony Bradley's playing and he's not. So there's something wrong. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna base it off right there, flat.
There you go. That's fair.
Because I'm just waiting for the day.
I feel it for sure. Let's see. Nick Tolliver says if Io ends up on the injury report with a thigh injury, even if it's just a high thigh being right, the league needs to look at Allen because that kick was so out of pocket. Yes, Grayson Allen always did. Did you guys not catch that play?
I did not.
Me either.
Oh, I wouldn't be surprised if it's on. I'm pretty sure Bulls Twitter is going to retweet it at some point, especially if Io is on the injury report, because Grayson Allen is doing Grayson. Grayson Allen is just a dirty ass player. Like it literally is. And I honestly think, like, before the game, Michael Wilbon was saying, well, Grayson Allen doesn't do it intentionally, but he still is. He's not a dirty player or something like that. I can't remember exactly how I worded it. I really do think Grayson Allen's instincts are just to do dirty shit. Like, I don't even think that he sets out to say, hey, I'm finna do some dirty shit. The motherfucker is just naturally a dirty ass person. Like, that's just what it is.
Agreed.
Man, I missed that.
Hey, but was that before or after the DJ elbow to the head?
Listen, DJ definitely thought he was getting away with that one.
Yeah, he tried to get him.
He turned his body real quick and then kept him.
He didn't get him like he wanted to get him, though. He wanted to get him a little better than that.
Yeah, for sure. All right, this is something that I did want to talk about. So shout out to PP and Patch. What if we went back to starting Derrick Jones Jr.? Would that change anything or no? I would say in this game, with hindsight, right? Because going into it, I was kind of interested to see what we were going to see. I honestly think Derrick Jones Jr. would have been better starting this game than it would have been starting Tristan Thompson.
I agree with that. I like Derrick Jones Jr. over Tristan Thompson. I actually like Derrick Jones Jr. over Javonte Green, to tell you the truth. Starting. Okay. He got the length. He got the athleticism. I just think he's a better choice. But that's not to diss Javonte Green, because he goes out there and fight every game. So I agree with that. Derrick Jones Jr. definitely could have been a starting power forward out there.
Definitely would have loved to see it. You know what I'm saying? I think definitely if you do want to go and make a change, definitely try him out, because we clearly seen that he brought a lot of energy against Giannis in this game, and who's to say he can't bring more energy in that next game against the Sixers? So give it a try. You got to keep making adjustments. You got to figure this stuff out. So let's go.
And I think one thing we forget with Derrick Jones Jr., he's been a shooting guard / small forward literally his whole career. Now he's played backup center and power forward for us. I think with him too. I don't know if Derrick Jones Jr. is going to come back. He's an unrestricted free agent this year. It depends on how much money he can go out there and try to get. But I think too, if Derrick Jones Jr. goes into, you remember the season? This is what I'm going to compare it to, and this is a deep take again. The season where Kurt Heinrich added a lot of weight because he realized, I'm going to be the starting shooting guard so I can play next to Derrick Rose. I'm no longer the point guard. Derrick Rose is the point guard, and he added like 8 to 10 pounds of muscle so he can start playing shooting guard, and he looked pretty good next to Derrick Rose there for a little while. I think with Derrick Jones Jr., if he goes into the offseason knowing, hey, I'm now a power forward solely, not going to be playing any shooting guard and probably a little small forward, but probably not much, and he goes in and with the training staff, they build a regimen for him to put on some lean muscle so he can still have some of his versatility. I like Derrick Jones Jr. as a power forward a lot.
That's interesting. Hey, but do you think he can gain weight, that man?
Some people can't. Some people just can't gain weight. Some people just can't. That may be it. That may be it. Shout out to my sister. My sister's one of those people. She can eat all day long. She will not gain any weight at all. Like, anyway.
Man.
So
I love to see it, to be honest. I love to see it, and I love to keep him as a, you know what I'm saying, a Bulls player, because he seemed like he ain't scared of nobody. You know what I'm saying? He's very athletic. I like to keep the young squad together, definitely build some cohesion with the unit, and then just add additional pieces, you know? So with the added weight, I definitely would think that'd be good. You know what I'm saying? It'll be good for him, be a lot better, especially since he's playing at, you know, that small forward, power forward position. So coming off the bench with the added weight, he'll be able to handle his own a little bit better.
For sure. Here goes another knee-jerk common thing that we're hearing from Bulls fans a lot is Chris Fleming won't be back unless he's promoted by the Bulls. Basically asking if Chris Fleming is not a better coach than Billy Donovan.
No.
I think people forget is that even in that stretch, yes, Chris Fleming did make adjustments faster than Billy Donovan, but Billy Donovan was still coming up with the game plan.
Yes.
It was still running Billy Donovan's offense. All those things were still happening. So we really haven't seen a full picture of Chris Fleming to even know what he is as a coach, because everything that he was doing was all set up by Billy Donovan, except he was quicker to make adjustments. That was the on-the-fly thing. And I think very much what we've seen in the NBA is that the NBA is no longer going to trust these one short stretches from assistant coaches to now make Luke Walton remind anybody of anything?
I was just about to say that.
Luke Walton literally had the Golden State Warriors that year that Steve Kerr was out with, you know, dealing with his cancer or whatever, looking just as good as they did under Steve Kerr.
Yes.
Luke Walton went on to look like a horrible head coach in every position he's been in. We got to stop making these knee-jerk reactions, man.
Horrible. Come on, man.
Man, listen, it's crazy. All right, let's see what else we got here. Jahad Dean says Derrick Jones Jr. with an extra 13 pounds. Listen, if he can keep, even if he's so athletic, even if he loses, let's say 10% of his athleticism, he's still gonna be crazy athletic for a player.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So
add the weight, DJ. Add the weight.
Well, first, let's see what he wants to re-sign here for, because I'm telling you guys,
if not, stay skinny, my boy.
He gonna need 2 double quarter pounders, supersized fry.
Let me ask you this. So Derrick Jones Jr. is a free agent at the end of this season. Javonte Green's a free agent at the end of next season, right? By the end of next season, if only one of them are going to be on this roster, who do you think is going to? Who would you want it to be?
Javonte Green.
Okay.
I just like Javonte Green. He's just a better player than Derrick Jones Jr. And he's a better energy player, and he plays better defense. It's just a height thing with Derrick Jones Jr. That's it. I like Javonte Green.
I love Javonte too, but I think the reason why I think they may keep Derrick Jones Jr. over Javonte is because Derrick Jones Jr. is way younger. He's only 22, whereas Javonte is 28. And then I really do think that a contender, keep in mind, like imagine like Javonte Green being on like the Phoenix Suns. Imagine the Phoenix Suns throwing a big contract at Javonte Green to help them. Like, it's going to happen. It just depends on if the Bulls are willing to match it or not. But Bobby, what do you think?
I want Derrick Jones Jr. I feel like we already guard heavy, so go ahead and beef up the forward positions. Let's see what we can get out of that. I love both of the guys' energy. I think Javonte Green brings a little bit more, but I'm gonna go with the size and the position need on this one.
I can't argue with that, big dog.
Yeah. I mean, I really don't think you can go wrong. It just depends on how else you need to fill out the roster around them, because if it is, and I think it also is going to depend on who the Bulls draft or if they even keep their own first round pick this year, because if they get a big or a wing or a big slash wing who they then think, hey, it's somebody that maybe not this year, but maybe in another year they can compete, then maybe you don't need to go younger. You keep Javonte Green, you let Derrick Jones Jr. walk so you can avoid paying him $9-10 million a year, and you develop. So, and
Definitely.
also what happens with Tyler Cook and Marco Simonovic? Like one of those two are not going to be on this team too next year because you can't keep both of them. So.
Yeah.
I just think Javonte Green is he's just not scared of anything, dude. He's just a baller, dude.
He always trying to dunk on some damn body.
He's just gonna play, dude. He don't care who you are. He don't care. I like him.
Yeah, Javonte is just one of those players. He's a Chicago Bulls. Every Chicago Bulls team needs a player like Javonte Green.
Facts.
Tristan Thompson wants to be a Joakim Noah. He cannot be.
I've always said, like, literally, if you gave, for example, Javonte Green, you put him even in Tony Bradley's body, that's Joakim Noah 2.0.
Oh my
Could
God.
you imagine? That's just
man. That's what we're missing. But I do like Tristan Thompson's veteran presence and championship pedigree. And definitely like the things he said, like he was speaking real fast because after that Grayson Allen foul on Alex Caruso, somebody was supposed to go at him. And ain't nobody go at him. Unacceptable.
Yeah. For sure. Cap Lives asked this question: does the Bulls' record against top teams show where we really stack up or something to worry about? I think it's a mixture of the two. I won't say it's one or the other right now. I want to see more. And I if we had a full roster, right, and people were healthy and we were doing this, I'd be easier to make that decision. But right now, I think it's a mixture of both. What do you guys think?
I think it's something to worry about. Even though we don't have our team, we don't have the full team, but it's something to worry about. Now, what we have to worry about is, does the same thing happen when we get these players back?
Mm-hmm.
Then it's a problem. Then it's coach. You got to fire the coach.
I say you worry about it a little bit, not fully, not because I'm not gonna use the excuse because the player's not being there. But I feel like the Bulls are trending in the right direction. Tonight was definitely a good thing to not see the Bulls get embarrassed on national TV again.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So I definitely feel like it's something to worry about, but we're trending in the right direction. We still got a lot of things. We got a lot of young guys on there, and we still got a lot of things we need to fix. Because definitely that long pass when the things were clutch and, Ayo had to chase down Carter, I believe his name was, just so he can, avoid that 2 points. That's still things we need to fix. We got some things to correct.
That definitely hurt.
Yeah. And at the end of the day, like the corrections that this team needs to make, both on both sides of the ball, we need to see it sooner rather than later. And the thing is it also is that, listen, I know Lonzo's coming back. I know Alex Caruso's coming back. I know all these things. But like I said before, and I know some people in the chat disagree with me when I say this, no matter what personnel you have out there, if you don't have the right schemes, if you don't have the right make the right adjustments, you're going to always be exposed. And here's the question I want to ask you guys, like kind of jumping off that point because I mentioned Lonzo. I really do think that this Bulls offense can be unlocked even more if Lonzo Ball plays a more traditional point guard role where they run the offense and trust his basketball IQ a little bit more than what they did at the beginning of the season. What do you guys think about that?
Absolutely. I've been calling for that all year. What is this thing with DeRozan and Zach bringing the ball up most of the time, setting up the offense? I think Lonzo has the highest basketball IQ on the Chicago Bulls.
Yeah.
I say let him ride it out. I agree with both of you guys. Let Lonzo ride it out because we all seen plenty of times Zach LaVine get sloppy with his ball handling. We've seen it time and time after again. Zach LaVine gets stripped or he loses the ball. So let Lonzo Ball run this thing. He's good at pushing the pace. He's good at making good decisions. Just let him do his thing. See what happens.
Yeah, and I really think like we saw a little bit of it, right? When I think it was DeMar and Zach were out. They had to run through Lonzo at that point. And Lonzo averaged, what was it, like 18 and 8 and 6 or something like that over that stretch. You would think that would wake people up to say, or the coaching staff to say, hey, maybe we need to run through this Lonzo guy a little bit more. And so, like, I understand why in the half court, a lot of times you are going to run through DeMar because with Lonzo being out on the perimeter, you trust him to be able to hit perimeter shots way more than you trust DeMar to hit perimeter shots. And I get it. DeMar's been the king of the fourth for us all season. But at the end of the day, if you're going to keep adding wrinkles, if you're going to keep your team being interesting, you do need to have a point guard who's going to listen. Lonzo's going to still get DeMar his buckets, right? Lonzo's still going to get Zach his shots. Lonzo can do all that. But what you unlock with having Lonzo on the ball, now I will say this: Lonzo also needs to finish around the rim a little bit more confidently than what he does.
Definitely.
But he's not going to figure out how to finish around the rim more confidently if you only use him as a perimeter shooter. So I think those kind of things need to happen.
Yes, absolutely, absolutely.
Agreed.
He got to do it. He got to learn. He got to play that pick and roll a little bit better. I like to see him attack more on that pick and roll and find that dive man on that pick and roll a little bit better. I think Ayo does it a little bit better than he does in that aspect of the pick and roll.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, for sure. I really, and if it doesn't happen this season, I really hope that they look at it and evaluate over the offseason when they're watching tape all summer and they see, all right, man, listen, DeMar, you had your season. This is the next season up is Lonzo's season. We got to give Lonzo the ball, man. Lonzo, listen, and this is how far I've come with this, right? I never was a big Lonzo guy. I'm not a Ball family stan like some people are, where they think the Ball family are the next coming of Jesus. I'm not one of those people, but I am a basketball person, and seeing Lonzo and just his decision making when he does get opportunities. You guys said that he has the best basketball IQ on the team. I definitely believe that, but I think I think Lonzo has maybe top 5 basketball IQ in the NBA.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Like, and even in seeing it, like, listen, Lonzo has a terrible hip hop mind because his hip hop takes right.
But that's a lot of my generation, man. Back up. My generation don't know good music like that. You got to grew up around old heads. These kids don't know no better.
Exactly. But Lonzo, when it comes to basketball, knows his shit, man. Even if you just have heard Lonzo in interviews, he knows basketball. I really do want to see him try a little, get more opportunity for sure. That's what to be a more traditional point guard. And by traditional, I don't mean a pass first point guard. I just mean run the offense to him. Trust his instincts. He has great basketball instincts. So
he's like a low budget LeBron on the playmaking side. No cap, no. It's a low budget LeBron with the playmaking.
Yeah, that's one thing his pops did. He definitely raised him and Melo.
Lord Zoe says Lonzo can't dribble. I don't get. Listen,
get out of here with that.
Come, and that's the thing. People think if they're not doing these and one dribbles anymore that they can't dribble. Come on, Lonzo got handles, man. Y'all got
it's only one Kyrie and one Stephen Curry in the league, man. Relax.
I've already seen Lonzo break a whole bunch of ankles, dude. Cut that out.
Self-made says you're a Ball family hater. You hated on Leandro so hard yesterday. I think dude even felt no. Listen, I'm a realistic basketball person. Y'all just got the Ball family so far up y'all asses that y'all just think that, listen, Leandro Ball ain't nothing special. The dude is Eugene from the WWE. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm telling y'all. That's what it is. That is what it is.
Leandro, man, he would never make the league, man, until he get his health, until he getting his fitness right. He won't be making the league.
Thank you.
Look,
listen. Leandro Ball is damn. What was the dude's name? Antonio Blakeney with size. That's what he's gonna be.
Yeah,
Antonio Blakely can score that ball, but playing NBA, dude. Can't play in the NBA.
Leandro Ball is going to have the greatest G League career of all time. Let that man thrive and do his thing. He is the Jordan of the G League, man. Shout out to that man.
Let that boy make a name for himself, goddamn. First G League jersey retired. Come on now.
Oh no. Oh no.
Let that man live.
Oh man, listen, wow, man. Oh Jesus, all right. I listen. It's not a Chicago Bulls Central live stream if I don't roast somebody. Jello
I know
got
how we get down, man.
Oh man. All right, let's see. I think Zoe should bring the ball up and initiate just like Ayo did tonight. Simple as that.
Very simple.
Yeah, fact. That's it.
It's a simple game, guys.
Basketball is very simple, right? And you would think Bulls fans would know that after they see us get destroyed by a pick and roll. I'm never letting that go, bro. I'm never letting
that go. Cannot let it go. We can't.
Man.
Billy letting it go.
Yeah, he forgot it already. Let's see what we got. Nick Tolliver says we should let Io build confidence and develop the way Miami did Tyler by allowing him to mess up and not pulling him or calling him. Listen, they can't right now. That's the thing. Like Ohio's gonna get his minutes right now, regardless. Yeah, so he's learning out there. And believe me, I don't think anybody gets more down on Io than Io himself. So
absolutely, he one of those players, man. He reminds me his attitude reminds me of Derrick Rose. Not the same skill, just his attitude. He reminds me of Derrick Rose.
Chicago product, baby. Let's go.
All right, let's see. Luka, CP3, Dre, Green, Jokic, LeBron, Rubio. I just named 5 that are higher IQ than Lonzo. No,
Rubio.
Yeah, exactly. You lost. You shot yourself in the foot when you listed Rubio. And right now, LeBron, yeah, he may have a great basket. Like, I'm not taking anything from LeBron's basketball IQ, but where's his team at again? I'm sorry, they even play.
That was bad IQ.
They play in team. They ninth.
Hey,
they down there somewhere.
LeBron gave us Caruso and DeMar. Thank you very much.
Appreciate you.
Thank you very much.
Go. Haize, my dad made a great point. We don't have a top 10 player in the league, and before you say it's DeMar, he isn't a top 10 player. He played like one in February, but isn't. We need everyone healthy. I don't know. Listen, I agree with that. Let's be clear. DeMar DeRozan is not a top 10 player. Now he's playing like a top 10 player this season, but if you're saying overall, just taking everything as it is, DeMar DeRozan isn't a top 10 player in the league anymore, and that's fine. He's still a really, really good player in this league. What do you guys think about DeMar's ranking as a top 10 player?
I kind of believe here and now. I want to go on the present. He is a top 10 player, I think.
This season,
absolutely. No way. So you can't judge him off the past if we living in the now. So I say he's a top 10 player right now.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right, Bobby.
I mean, if you want to think about the last few years, you'd be like, no, maybe top 20. But some people to the people that say he was the worst signing this season, they got to eat them words because he definitely in the top 10 right now.
Absolutely.
Top 10 right now.
I mean, this season, he's 5th in the league in scoring this season. He's like 3rd in the league in efficiency. So, it's hard not to say that this season he's being a top 10 player. But if you're talking about overall top 10 players, I can see where you're getting at. But yeah, this season he's having an MVP quality season this
definitely.
season. Yeah. Let's see what else we got. People talking about Strus. I don't care about what he did. I don't give a damn, man. People asked me about that the other day. I don't give two shits.
Don't talk to me about a dude with a perm in his head.
But this is what I'll say though. This is what I'll say. The fact that he made it to the league before LiAngelo Ball.
Damn, you gotta leave LiAngelo alone. Hey, let LiAngelo breathe, man.
Hey.
Whoa. Lord have mercy.
Oh man, I'm sorry. I had to throw that one out. I couldn't let it go.
Hey, facts are facts.
Facts are facts. I mean, it is a fact. It's the truth.
When an unathletic shooter gets in the NBA before, who some people think is like he's a superstar, they're just deciding to hold him back. Listen, y'all gotta shut up. Hold that, yo.
For real though.
Gio with a great point for what the Bulls are playing DeMar. Damn, we gotta steal.
Oh, absolutely, dude.
Man,
absolutely.
4 years, 84 mil. We'll take it.
Listen,
that's a steal, dude.
Right? If we knew that this was and even if DeMar doesn't he's not going to replicate this, and that's one thing that we got to also come to terms with is DeMar's not going to have this same type of season next year. More than now, if he does, I will eat my words all day. I hope to God that he has another season like this. But if we just get the consistent, efficient player that DeMar is, and we let players like like Patrick Williams grow, Zach continue to grow, Ayo continue to grow, and them around him. Whereas even if he starts to decline, everybody else is rising and growing. That it offsets itself. The DeMar signing has paid dividends already. I don't give a damn what else happens for sure.
I tell you what, LeBron to pay him $120 million right now. That's a fact.
For real though. For real.
Keith says I'm gonna regret talking about Jello. Listen, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. The only person who's gonna be talking about Jello 5 years from now is Bill Cosby. That's it.
Dude, what is up with y'all with Jello, man?
Like they going crazy.
Like, listen, I'm telling y'all, like it's not happening for him. It's not happening. But you know, it is what it is. I'm gonna stop picking on the rest of this.
He can't guard an NBA player, guys. He cannot guard a single NBA player, Jello, out there. So y'all need to stop.
I'm telling y'all right now, as good as Jello's defense does look in the G League, right? I will give him that. That man is gonna get cooked like Denzel Valentine in the NBA.
Let's not get started on him.
What is Denzel? Anybody seen Denzel?
I forgot what team he was recently on, but man, he was letting people at the Y cook him. Come on, bro.
Oh, he did get cooked in New York. He got cooked, buddy.
He got cooked. He got cooked. Yeah.
It's just sad, bro. It's just sad.
Listen, and this is another thing that I'm going to say that is going to piss some people off. Why is it that Giannis can get his brother on an NBA team, but not one ball brother can get Jello on the NBA team? Like, why is it? I'm just wondering.
Hey, bro,
he got two brothers on two different teams.
For real. I ain't never seen the one that was on the Lakers ever play. I ain't never seen him play a game.
Well, he that one that's in the Lakers is in the G League, but the one that's on the Bucks with Giannis.
Yeah, I'm just saying, see him play garbage time.
I'm just saying, you know. First of all, Brandon L. Jet coming through with the big super chat. Thank you for supporting the channel at this level, my brother. Thank you. He says, gotta pass the collection plate on that one. Haize still cooking LeAngelo. Stole DeMar and Ayo.
Big dog. Big dog.
Hey, appreciate you, dog.
Oh, man.
Appreciate you.
Woo. Here, my man. No. Looking weak. Hey, he ain't doing nothing but speaking facts on the boy LeAngelo, man. I know y'all love him. Y'all generation, y'all love the Ball brothers. We love Lonzo. I like LaMelo, but LeAngelo, no.
It's not happening.
What's that other Peyton Manning?
People have so big of revisionist history. I remember before it was like a year after Lonzo got drafted. LeVar Ball was asked, if any one of your sons doesn't make the NBA, who do you think is going to be? He's like, it would be Jello. So he even knew his son wasn't going to make the NBA. He can talk all this shit now about all three of my sons are going to play on Chicago. Like, I'm going to pull the clip and I'm going to post it as a short, because even LeVar said at one point, if any one of his sons did not make the NBA, it was going to be Jello.
That's crazy.
Hey, he won't let LeAngelo breathe at all.
I'm not letting this go, bro. I'm not letting this go at all, man. I'm not letting this go.
Hey,
you can't.
He gonna drop 60 in the G League, boy. Watch.
Oh, if he catches this, he gonna be pissed. Like I'm telling y'all. Like, he gonna go Wilt Chamberlain in the G. The man is probably gonna hold every G League record when it's all said and done. Everyone.
G League.
He's gonna retire that jersey.
It's gonna be 20 years from now, and they're gonna be like, you know what? If they would have ever let Jello in the league, he would have been a Hall of Famer. Motherfucker, shut
up. Let's go.
Oh man. Okay.
Man.
All right, let me move on from this. All right, run with us. Let's see what run with us got. Haize, the funniest thing is that the Lakers could have had DeMar and Caruso for the paying Westbrook, and the best part, it's all LeBron's fault. That is true. Matter of fact, they would have had DeMar, Caruso, and money, another $5 million to sign another player.
And Buddy Hield, who got the clip. They so stupid.
Oh man.
Oh, that's my problem with these NBA players in this generation. They too buddy. It ain't all about business. So that's my buddy, Russell Westbrook. Come on. You can play with us. We'll still win. No, you won't, motherfucker. No, you
For
won't.
real. How can you not see that wasn't gonna fit, bro?
Yeah. Oh, you know what? I was gonna shit on Jello some more. Y'all remember when Jello is y'all remember Spider from And One when they just kept saying he was gonna be able to make the NBA?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Spider-Man. Oh hell no, he could never make it. Why they think he could make the NBA? Because he hung on the rim and hung upside down on the rim.
Oh,
I
Jesus.
get you,
Okay.
Haize.
All right,
Haize,
I'm
leave
really
that man
done with
alone,
Jello. I swear I'm done. I'm sorry. I know
Haize.
there's some people in the chat that's triggered. I'm sure I've got like 5 thumbs down because of it. It is what it is, man.
No, I hate mail gonna be in your mailbox tomorrow morning.
Haize bullying that man.
Somebody typing their life away in my email right now.
You know what? Don't talk about him like that.
Oh man! Shout out to when Jello joins the Big Three though. Shout out to that.
He really gonna score on that lead, boy. He really gonna score.
Oh man! Woo. All right. Let's get in. Ricky Fontaine says, "Hey, he let me on the next time with the Kognac Boyz. These boys."
Hey, thank you, bro. We appreciate you, boy. This man Haize bring it up out of us, man.
You already know.
Ooh, man, that we had some fun. All right, Diane Jeffries asked, "Do you think the Bulls need a Ben Gordon or Jamal Crawford, someone who can shoot you back into a basketball game?" Ben Gordon jumper was on point. When the thing is that we have that in Kobe if he can be consistent, right? If Kobe can be consistent, he can absolutely be that. Now, if it's not going to be Kobe, if the Bulls do decide to trade Kobe in the offseason, you absolutely championship teams. Do you remember when Roddy Brubar like ate up the Miami Heat in the freaking fight? Hell, JJ Barea did it too. Yes. Like, yes, you need a player who can come off the bench and completely change the dynamic of a game if you want to be a championship contender. Who that's going to be, I don't know, but I definitely think every championship team needs one of those players. What do you guys think?
And I think Kobe White fits that mold. You know, I call him Ben Gordon White because he can catch fire. He like Vinny the Microwave out there. I think we have one. He just got to develop more. I think we got one.
Just let him do his thing. Let him continue to grow. But I think what solves all problems is to move the damn basketball. Mm-hmm. It's that simple. It's really that simple.
Yeah, for sure. That's it. Joker got a good question here. If Vooch can shoot it, we would be number one. What happened to the shoe? He was so automatic. Listen, this is Vooch's probably worst. The fact that he's, like I said, and I always say, he's in the top 10 of every statistical category for centers. And the fact that that's him on a down season just lets you know how good he was, right? And I don't know, like I don't know if you guys saw it, and that was one of my live streams. We had a whole where they had some really good ideas on how the Bulls can upgrade center. What do you think ultimately? Vooch is a free agent at the end of next season. Do you think Vooch comes back in the Bulls jersey at the end of that season?
Okay, I got one question. I'm to answer your question.
Okay.
When is the Joker available for free agency?
Same free agency that Nikola Vucevic is a free agent.
He's gone. AK is after the Joker. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
I think he's after the Joker. I just know it. I got a feeling.
Okay. That's fair. What do you think about
I think it's a close call, but I think it matters on who's available at that time. If Joker's available, it's already rumors circling around. Relax, some of the Bulls fans. We're not talking about trade talks today.
No.
Or free agent acquisitions, none of that. But AK, he love the Joker, and I love to see the Joker on my team. But ultimately, I think Vooch walks whether the Joker's available and he's gonna come over or not, simply because the Bulls they need somebody that can sew up their defensive end, but can also produce on the offensive end. So,
and let me add something. Let me add something. I know what y'all thinking. How can we afford the Joker? Mm-hmm. That's me getting rid of DeMar DeRozan or Zach LaVine. I don't care. Give me the Joker and give me one of those guys.
Okay, I didn't expect that.
Me either. You had some cognac, boy.
A little bit.
I didn't expect that. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't expect that one. But what I will say though, is that if just think about this, right? As much as this is why I say Bulls fans who are so focused on this 3-year window because that's when we have DeMar. Just imagine if AK's long-term plan, because in that same offseason that Vooch is a free agent, we can come off Alonzo's contract. I believe, I mean, not Alonzo, Caruso's contract. DeMar, no. But with that being said, if AK and Eversley's long-term goal was to say, oh, no, we know we're getting Vooch in 2 years. Listen, y'all think we're trying to compete now? Wait till these 2 years. The day, I'm letting you know right now, somebody clip this and play it again. The day that the Bulls sign Jokic to a contract, I'm getting on this live stream and I am chugging a bottle of vodka to the head.
Y'all right now.
Be damned. I'm going to be so goddamn happy. Listen,
I'm telling you.
Listen. There are 2 players that the Bulls can get that I do that for. One is Joker. The other one is Brandon Ingram. I know not everybody. I just really like Brandon Ingram's
I like him too.
If the Bulls get either one of those 2 players, the live stream that you guys get is going to be criminal. I'm guaranteeing the police are coming to my house because the neighbors are going to call the police. Like, I don't know if he's over there killing somebody. I don't know if he's having a party. But either way, we need the police to come immediately because I'm going to be in this motherfucker partying my ass off.
Make sure you hit us up so we can do it
Could
together.
you picture a team with Lonzo Ball and Joker on the same team, dude? You know the IQ on the floor with those 2 players, dude. It's gonna be ridiculous, dude. I need that. I need that guy on the floor. But
hope for wishing, baby. Hope for
it's just wishing. It's just wishing.
Hey, on the real. Never know.
All right. Since you mentioned Joker, Haize got to bring up the hypothetical trade he mentioned a couple of months back that involved Joker. I honestly don't even remember what it was anymore. Like I didn't even remember that I did that. To be honest with you, I'm not even gonna lie to you. So, man,
if they want to trade now, they can have Vooch if they want.
Listen, I'm telling you right now, if Joker is available, Vooch, right, just to make the contracts work. All right, here's the question. This is the question that I presented. If it meant giving up Io, because the let's say the Nuggets say, all right, if we trade Joker, we got to go to a mini rebuild. We want Io as our starting point guard. Do you give up Io for Joker?
Bye. We still love you. We still love you when you come back, but you gotta go. But they gotta give us that little point guard they got out there from Central America down there. I forgot his name. He's a really talented. They gotta give us that guy in Joker. But yeah, he's gone.
Oh, and that's what I said too. People thought I was crazy. Like, you can take Io.
Yes.
You can take, hell, even if we got to give up, throw in Kobe, like take Io, take Kobe. We still got Lonzo. We still got Alex Caruso. I'm good. I'm not even worried about it.
Nope.
Listen, that's the thing with Bulls fans is they want everything, but they want to keep everything.
They want to,
You got to give something up.
You got to give
something up.
And you know it's going to be a haul, especially if, like, look how many players the Lakers gave up for Russell Westbrook. He's not a bad player, but just look up who you want, Russ or the Joker. Everybody going to say the Joker. So you're going to give up something. You're going to give up something.
Yeah. We'll see. We'll see what happens there. Let's see what else we got. Nick Tolliver says Denver won't give up Jokic up when they've consistently been in the convo to win it all. I prefer to give up Debo over Zach though, because then he may be on the deadline, not Io and Kobe. I see where you're going with that. I don't know if the reason why I didn't bring up the Debo thing is because to me, if the Nuggets are losing, and keep in mind, I'm not saying that the Nuggets are going to say, hey, we're losing Jokic, we're just going to trade him. I'm saying, no, Jokic is saying, hey, I'm signing with the Chicago Bulls.
Yeah.
We can do a sign and trade if you want something back. If that happens, I don't think they take Debo back just because at that point, they're everything that they do. They got a lot of talent on the team, but everything. What Michael Porter Jr. is your new franchise player?
Yeah, they got to take one. They can have one.
Listen, I just don't know if they take Debo. But if they do, if they say, hey, we'll take Debo just so we can say we got something. Listen, Debo, I love you, bro. You have had one of my favorite singular seasons as a Bull. You have replaced Nate Robinson as my single season Bulls. like, but you gotta go, bro. That's the MVP. You gotta go, bro. You gotta go.
For real.
You gotta go.
It's business. It's nothing personal, Debo. It's
nothing personal, man.
Nothing personal at all.
Nothing personal.
Bill Mennington says he would be happy to give up Paul and Kobe, but Ayo has to stay. I don't listen. I would trade. The reason why I don't say Paul is because I don't think that this front office is looking to include Patrick Williams in any deal.
No,
but I don't give a damn what they asking for. You want the Jordan statue? We can trade you his jersey in the stands too. You can take all that
shit. For real.
He said the statue.
We need a championship. I need to be able to fly back to Chicago. Turn up.
Man, listen. Oh God, listen. That's the way that I'm going to be partying if that ever happens, man. But all right, let's see what else we got. I think we're starting to slow down. We're gonna get ready to wrap it up soon. Just need Zoe and AC back. Haize minimizes their impact, but as others come and go, AC and Caruso will be the Bulls and run the team. Mark my words. Okay, no. First of all, as others come and go, no. AC is not long term for this Bulls, especially the moment that Ayo started developing. AC's tenure with the Bulls started being a ticking, and that's not to say that I think they're going to trade him or anything. But when his contract's up, they're going to be looking at Ayo like, AC, we love you, bro. But bald-headed white guys only got we met our quota for so long. But and Zoe and AC's impact on defense has been huge. I've never minimized their impact on defense. I've very much said that the way that they communicate with their players are what made this defense better when it was. I'm not saying that. I've just said that them being gone does not excuse the lack of effort that we get from defense.
Facts.
It does not excuse the lack of effort.
Man, we can't get these people. We cannot get a Chicago Bulls passes because we got people out. We can't sit here and say, oh, we don't have this person, so that gives them a pass to play like crap. No, we got to hold this team accountable. And when we do hold this team accountable, Bulls fans, that's not us hating. That's us thinking objectively and wanting what's best for our damn team. So in the long run, back to the subject, bro, like when it comes to that, man, Ayo, if it comes down to those two, you got to go with the younger guy, the more healthy guy so far, and the guy that probably will be on the same level as him when it comes time. So there you go.
All I can say is that is preach. That's all I can say is preach.
Too damn simple. It's too damn simple, y'all.
Preach.
Bulls Nation, y'all been going crazy for the last 3 days. Y'all calm y'all ass down.
Oh man, this weekend is going to be crazy, especially since we don't play again till Monday and we play Philly on Monday. Bulls social media, everything is going to be crazy. The Bulls have lost 4 in a row. God forbid if we lose to Philly on Monday too, it's going to be World War III. Everybody's going to be like, oh, we're not even going to make the playoffs. It's gonna be like, oh, dude.
We're going to be in a play-in.
Man, these dudes been going crazy.
Man. If Zion became available in Bulls, listen,
no.
I'm telling y'all, y'all, people be thinking I'm tripping. Zion Williamson at this point is fat Homer Simpson in a dress. like y'all, like
no, bro.
What the fuck?
Listen, do you know how much Zion would fuck up some Portillos? Like, come on, man. No, we gotta keep him out of Chicago, man. Come on.
He has the nerve to have a 2K commercial. He bogus. He know he should have.
The thing is, we've seen Zion on our TV. We've seen Zion on 2K more than we've seen Zion play actual basketball on our TV. That's bad, man.
And the Mountain Dew commercial as well, y'all.
Yeah, man. This guy, man.
Nah, we good. That boy got Portillo's, Harold's, Stack on the south side of Chicago. That's the breakfast spot.
Let me ask y'all a question, man.
Y'all already know.
Is he more leaning towards a Greg Oden? Is he going to be Greg
It seems like it's going that way. It seems like it's going that way. Now, I hope that he completely turns it around, right? I hope that whatever happens, he finds some motivation. Like, I don't know what it's going to be that's going to take it, but they need to get that man on track. Listen, I don't know what it's going to take. I really don't know what it's going to take. Like looking at how New Orleans has built that team now, a healthy Zion on that team and the way that Brandon Ingram has developed, that's a playoff team.
And
McCollum,
man. And McCollum, he ain't no
easily.
Scrub, come on,
man.
McCollum ain't no
McCollum now to space the floor. Come on, man.
He better leave that damn jumbo alone up there in New Orleans, it's too much food out there.
Well,
Man.
that's why they shipped his ass off to Portland so he can train. Because listen, he was eating too many beignets. Like, hey, let's get the man off. Like, come on, man. I'm hoping with all the dispensaries in Portland, hopefully he's just smoking some good, which you know when you smoke. But you eat again too, so the motherfucker's still eating. Shit.
Hey, that gumbo do be hitting, y'all.
It be hitting, man. I know he be smashing.
Man.
I could see it all in his cheekbones. You been eating gumbo.
Jesus, man. Andre has a good point. Pelicans kicking themselves for pass. Could you imagine Ja Morant on that team?
With Brandon Ingram?
Yeah, you could just imagine Ja Morant on any team. That dude is special, dude. I'm gonna say I'm worried about how he take off now. We seen all this before. He played like Derek.
Yeah, that's
John
true.
You gotta learn how to start
Derek
taking
Rose.
off now.
That's true. All right, this is gonna be the last topic for today. This is a good one. Jamori Fowler says, I think Cat is a logical choice for the Bulls. Do you think that that Cat is enough of an upgrade over Vooch? Would you guys be happy if so? The year that Vooch is a free agent, if it's not Joker and it's Cat instead, what are you guys happy with that?
I would be happy. I would be happy.
Okay.
More consistent 3-point shooter, more active on the defensive end, more offensive game. I'll be happy.
Let me ask a question before I add my answer. Is I'm picking whether I want Vooch or Cat?
Yeah.
Yes, but keep in mind, not this Vooch, even this Vooch at that point would be a 33-year-old center, and Cat Williams would be 28 at that point.
Yep. Give me Cat.
Give me Cat. Even though he's not that better defensively than Vooch.
Yeah.
Okay,
the one thing that I'll say about Cat, if it is Cat, please do not put him on any post-game interviews. That man's voice is so fucking annoying. Like it literally looks like a 13-year-old's voice is coming out. Like you would never expect that voice to come out of Karl Anthony Towns, but you would never expect it.
It's like when you look at Lil Bibby.
I won the 3-point contest. I won it.
You know what? Cat is the opposite of Prince. You know how Prince had that deep-ass voice when he talked, but you would see Prince and think he's going to have a soft voice, especially with the way that he sings. Yeah. Cat is the opposite of that. The voice that comes out of that man's body is like, man, what the hell is wrong with you, man?
For real, though.
Oh man. Listen. Oh man, it's been dope, man. You the man, Haize, man.
Definitely.
I'm just crazy, bro. That's
all. Appreciate it, dog. Hey, congratulations to you.
Oh yeah, congratulations to that man, Haize.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate that, man.
Locked on. What is that? Locked on Bulls, baby.
Yeah, Locked on Bulls, man. That's crazy, bro. Like 7 months, man. I have no idea how I've gotten here in 7 months, bro. I have no idea. Man.
That's good, man. Definitely happy for you.
God take care of his, bro.
Appreciate that.
He take care of his, bro.
Man, listen. Oh, that's crazy. But all right. Go ahead and plug your channels, man. Any other thoughts that you guys want to share before you go? We got to get up out of here. It's almost midnight where I am. Brother's tired. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm tired.
Me too, man. Go ahead, nephew. Let them know, nephew.
Y'all already know what to do, man. Like, subscribe, comments to my boy Haize channel. And then once y'all get done doing that, go ahead and check out the Chicago Bulls show with the Kognac Boyz. You know what I'm saying? At Kognac Boyz, that's KOGNAC BOYZ on all platforms. It's all the same. And either whether we win or we lose, we gonna chill, kick it, and drink some cognac, baby.
Yes, sir. And thanks. I want to thank my man Haize. Y'all go ahead, subscribe to us like my nephew said. And I appreciate you, big dog. Keep doing your thing, man. You're going right to the top. I can already see that.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate
right
that.
To the top,
I appreciate that, man. Y'all already know what that means to me. Make sure you guys are following the podcast at Bull Central Pod. You can send us any feedback, questions, comments, concerns, bullcentralpod@gmail.com. Lastly, if you want to leave a text or a voicemail, you can do that at 773-270-2799. That's it. I'm tired. Go Bulls. See red. Y'all protect yourselves from the craziness we about to see on social media for the rest of the weekend. It's about to be a crazy weekend. But see red, we out this mug.